Delta, like Asari Dokudump. Now, since Jonathan's time, right? Tatiana, Tatiata, yeah. So since Jonathan's time, when amnesty was given to the Niger Delta militants, okay, where they submitted their weapons and they were given cash, in replacement, and they continued to pay them salaries. In Niger Delta today, they have tens of thousands of young people, maybe not so young anymore, collecting stipend from the federal government. And this is just to reduce the tension in the Niger Delta against the government installations and what have you, like pipelines and all that. So when Jonathan became president, the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, and Nigerian DSS and all Nigerian security agents probably became incompetent in protecting the national assets in Nigeria, that the government of Nigeria now signed a contract where the militants that are always blowing up the pipelines were given the contract of protecting the same pipelines and we are talking about a multi-billion naira contracts under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, which was one of the reasons why Asari Dokudump, right, despised Ebele Jonathan so much. Because according to him, he never benefited, except for the amnesty money that is being paid. He said he never benefited. So when Bokwari came to power, Asari Dokudump, who openly at the time also called out Bokwari as a failure, but nevertheless, Bokwari never terminated what was their agreement, amnesty agreement. But he also said he was able to form his own security group, militant group, that became, hired guns for Bokwari's murderous regime. But for the 8 years of Bokwari, right, Tompolo was being paid 4 billion naira contracts every year. And that's a lot of money if you come to think of it. But this money was not really for them to protect the pipelines. It is just for them to look away while oil bunkering, stealing of Nigeria crude oil goes on unchecked. Now, long story short, right, when Tinubu was to become your president, Asari Dokudump invested so much into that project, because his intention then was that once Tinubu becomes the president, there is a chance that Asari Dokudump, will be given the contract of guiding the pipelines in the Niger Delta, a lucrative contract that has been exclusively reserved for the militants. Until, that was my own belief, until yesterday, when we discovered that there were others too who were being given this contract of pipeline, protection. You see, the job is actually not for them to protect the pipelines. It's for them to look away. So you can pay them so that they don't blow up the pipelines. So the Olu of Wari is a king who also, before he became king, according to what I heard, he has been given this similar contract, but wasn't as huge as what they recently gave to him. Now, according to those around the Olu of Wari, they said all the pipelines, Nigerian pipelines in Delta states, right, currently is being protected by him, while others are saying he just single-handedly got all of that. Tinubu gave all of that to this Olu of Wari without considering other interested parties in the Niger Delta. Well, you may be asking, where is this story going? Well, there's so much to unpack from it, okay? Apart from the fact that this continues to show you that you do not have a real country, a country that cannot protect our own people from terrorists. It's also the same country that cannot protect the supposed national assets. That the corruption in the system is so huge that the people that are known for bombing and blowing up pipelines and stealing crude oil, as is being gazetted in that contraption, are now those given the contract of protecting what they ordinarily just steals. Okay, so that's a very clear textbook definition of a failed country. Here you get me now. It's like America having to give the contract of protecting a certain part of America to some armed sort of, militants, simply because the American government does not have the resources. Not that they don't even have the resources, but the corruption, sure you get, will continue to make it more lucrative. So somehow, I don't know who tackled Asari Doku dump on this. So he started the story. He actually told us the entire story of how it all went. The pipeline contract in Niger Delta of Nigeria. Asari's story.
During the time of Goodluck through Nimasa, through Akoblokemi, awarded coastal protection contract to Tompolo. A group of myself, I'm Enawa Tomateka of Okoshiri, Boilo, Igberipapa, Farah, and everybody went to meet with the president, former president. And he said the contract was meant for all of us. And we left that place. We tried to communicate with Tompolo. He said the contract was exclusively his. We did not want to raise highbrow. 144 million US dollars that he was giving a year. He did that contract for 2 years. He did not give anybody a dime, one kobo he did not give anybody. We didn't do anything, we just left him. Today, Transnimbe line that he got the contract. Now they said they are lying to people that Oluofori is the one who have Rivers State. It's a lie. I am talking of Calabar. I'm not talking of Rivers State. The line that passed through Calabar, 83 kilometers of pipeline passed through Calabar, passed through my native Kola, passed through my native Edama, to Cotton Channel. It was included and given to him. And people said, he's not a greedy man. If a man can take 144 million, with that the president, Goodluck is alive, let them go and meet him. Boylof was there, I take it, let them go and ask them. I'm not going to do CCCC and try to please anybody. He vehemently refused that the contract is his. He's not going to involve anybody. I will clarify the issues. So if Oluofori are taking River State, blah, blah, he took this, he took that. What was the approach of the Oluofori to the people from where they gave them and the approach of Tompolo? Did Tompolo reach out to anybody when he got the contract? He assembled small boys at Tompolo. And people started complaining. And he said, we should come to Tompolo. I spoke to him on the phone. I'm older than him, that I should take my 2 legs, enter boat, and go to Tompolo. Ateke should take his 2 legs. Amainawa Ateke should take his 2 legs and enter boat and come to Tompolo. All the others should enter. They went because they want the money. We were satisfied. I can't condescend to that level because of money. I'll go to Tompolo. What is the approach of Oluofori to the people who are within the area he was given? What is the approach to them? How has the Oluofori been reaching out to the people? Did he sit somewhere and be sending people? Or even if he sent them, did he ask them, all of them, to come to Ode Shekiri or to Warri to come and meet him in his palace? How has the Oluofori been reaching out to the people? Did he sit somewhere and be sending people? Or even if he sent them, did he ask them, all of them, to come to Ode Shekiri or to Warri to come and meet him in his palace? These are questions. Did Olu of Warri sit in his palace in Warri or Ode Shekiri and say, everybody come and meet me in my palace, everybody come and meet me in my palace? Did he say so? Did he do that? People know that Olu of Warri did not do that. You have to humble yourself to interact with other people, to make other people see reason even if they don't want to see reason. But when you are arrogant, you are this, you are that, you now ask me to come to Bruza. You now ask Amenaba Ateke to come to Bruza. You ask everybody to come to Bruza. Those who want to meet in Bruza have come to Bruza. We will not come. I will not send anybody to Bruza. I won't. I will not send anybody to Bruza. You come to take what belongs to me and there's something is a scam. Or that Tompolo cannot be deceiving people. Let us have the coastal surveillance. Did he give anybody? Like I said, no lay him nine money, nine like money now. No lay him when money they switch one.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Oh. I am mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise?
Mumu man. That's Asari Dokudom lamenting about Tompolo and the rest, And some people are taking that literally as a karma joke. Some are asking, Asari, they've removed your brother. And you've not even said a single word since this happened. Did you intentionally just ignore this or what? Anyway, we may never get the answers. Okay? Well, that's from Asari. I am almost done with my time, and I still have stuff to share here. I mean, I just never really finish, right? So I'm going to use a few more minutes though. So again, I want to remind us that if you haven't liked this broadcast so far, okay, thank you. I've seen the proportional increase in the likes, the offering on YouTube. Thank you. So a few days ago, we saw the people of Ifon, Ifon, Erin, Osun, as well as Ilobu, all of these in Osun states, where they said the communal clashes spread into these three communities, actually, where we saw them burn down properties. It's in these three towns. And so many people were already calling for a state of emergency in Osun. Did you know that in Borno State yesterday, by the way, that the ISWAP terrorists, they call them, they invaded a military, sort of a military barracks in Borno State. The report says that many soldiers were killed initially, but this morning, the media reported that it was only one soldier killed. But that wasn't the original report, okay? And people were calling and said, why are they not declaring a state of emergency in Borno State? Others said, because Borno no get pipeline. So there is no waste of waste of a state of emergency, Anyway, the governor of Osun, the governor Ajoba Fida, the dancer of Osun, has been seen at the scenes of these attacks. In one of, I think this was at Eri Jesha yesterday. He had this to say, like visiting the spot. And guess what? I also saw them moving trucks, not trucks, like pickup trucks, using them to ferry bags of food, rice, gari, and what have you, to some of these communities as well yesterday. And that automatically makes me feel like, okay, maybe the fight is over now. All those people we saw moving out of their communities 2 days ago and yesterday, running away from their communities because of these clashes, right? That means they can go back to their homes. And also, what also begs for answer is, would they even have a home to go back to with the videos of the destructions we've witnessed 2 days ago? Anyway, Governor did answer.
Well, apparently we have gone around, as you can all see, that all the security agencies are here, and the 24-hour curfew imposed has been very, very, effective, because we went around all the 3 communities, Ilubu, Ifon, and the Eri, Osun. So we went around, and the 24-hour curfew, very, very effective. And let me say this, I have to thank all the security agencies. With their swift response. Immediately we had that emergency meeting, and they came over and took over the whole place and make sure that everywhere is calm. Today I'm so happy, and I have to appreciate all the security agencies for the swift response to making sure that Osun is safe, because Osun has been a very peaceful state, and these are the security agencies that have been doing it, and they didn't disappoint me, and they came over, and I'm happy to tell my people, Osun people, that the whole place is calm, and I thank you, for doing that. I appreciate all the security agencies, and I can assure you that we keep doing what we need to do to help whatever that you need to make sure that you work well.
Mr. Governor, what's your appeal to the people of these communities?
Well, you see, this shows that although it has been lingering, the guys have been lingering long time ago. When I first came in, and I told them, listen, where you are fighting all the time with because of common land and everything like that, there will be no development. All the investors that even want to come and do something here, they will run away. And the thing is that once they hear Osun, they will not know it's only the side of one section of community. They will run away. What I'm saying is that so there's no need for all these fights or fighting because of land and everything. So we have put a lot of things in place that will make sure, by the special grace of God, that it will be permanent, so that there will be no rancor for fighting and everything. I've given a directive that all the culprits will be brought to book and be arrested. I'm not going to take any nonsense anymore, because it's getting too much. My people are dying, burning houses. It is not acceptable. And all the security agencies, they have already agreed. Well, apparently we have gone around.
I also saw where he was giving them a check, and I think it's also towards this, these destructions, right? This part.
And to the glory of God, and for the purpose of enterprise, which we are all gathered here and severally in other places, to the glory of the Honorable Minister, who has done exceedingly well, and the Excellency the executive governor of Osun State, Chief Ademola Asiwaju,
Ashiwaju, the dancer. Well, tonight won't really be complete without us hearing from the Tinubu is a terrible president. Campaigners, I'm talking about the 30 days rant challenge. President Chairman even sent his own rant. He's officially participating in the rant challenge right now.